Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to another Let's Play. This time we are going back to 1991 with the start of it all. I was not going to interrupt that introduction because that music, I swear, even after 31 plus years, is still fucking amazing. And it has aged beautifully. But we're going to go ahead and start Streets of Rage, released on the Sega Genesis in 1991 to counteract Final Fight, that was on the arcade and Super Nintendo at the time. And actually, okay, normal attack, B, jack, jump. Okay, so we're okay here. But it was to rival Final Fight, and I think Streets of Rage did a much better job of kicking Final Fight's ass than Final Fight's kicking Streets of Rage ass. But we got three people here. We have Adam, who is playable in the first game and will not be playable again until Streets of Rage 4 in 2018. Axel, who's been the mainstay in the entire series. Also Blaze, who has been throughout all four games. I'm going to go ahead with this one and start. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use... no, I'll go with Axel on this one. Axel is usually my main guy in this one. I'll get to Adam when we get to Streets of Rage 4. But here we are starting off in round one. Here are your controls, relatively simple. C is your jump button if you're playing this on a Genesis. I'm playing this on the Genesis Mini. So C is your jump. B is your attack button. And the A button is for your special. You see that giant S up there times 1. You have a special attack. Basically what it is a giant screen nuke. And basically one of your cop buddies comes out and helps shoots either in Axel's case a missile. There is a barrage of bullets or bombs that gets dropped, I believe, with Blaze or Axel. But each individual has their own special unique cop blast, as I like to call it. So we'll go ahead, keep it moving, shaking and banging, and bam, look at that. Just got the controls here. You're just basically going around beating up a bunch of baddies. Basically, the crime syndicate has taken over the city and has turned a once peaceful city into a colossal nightmare to live in. I pushed the wrong fucking button because I've been playing Streets of Rage 4 a lot, which is a separate button in order for you to pick up the item. In this game, your attack button you can also pick up items with. That was a big ass adjustment for me when I needed to, get used to that. But I didn't need that. I didn't need that cop power anyways. In the later stages I will, but not now. Just gonna toss you over. We're gonna toss you. Beautiful. I'm not gonna pick up the bottle. That is a bottle right there. They can crack over an enemy's head right there. I'm not gonna pick it up because it's harder to get rid of it once. Actually, let me grab this pipe because this is powerful. It has a bit of a range too. Also, you don't drop the weapon after a certain number of times either. You can hang on to the weapon for as long as you want, just as long as you don't take any hits. But after a couple of hits, after the weapon drops a couple of times, then you're essentially just... then the weapon will disappear for good. The pipe and the bats are perfect for longer range if you want to try to hit enemies from a little bit of a distance. There are some enemies, though, that, would benefit from this... Get the fuck over here. That would benefit from this type of attack here. See, bam, you can smack 2 in once, which is nice. Then you got enemies that have a bit smart in terms of AI. Sorry, it drops 3 times before it goes away forever. There you go. Okay, you know what? Fine. You don't want to fuck. They see my pipe. They don't want to get near it. I don't blame them. It's a really big pipe. I think that's what Blaze tells them every night too. I'm not sure. They're not even an item in this game. I just do that. I don't know. But let's just fucking go. There are 8 stages total in this game. You go from round 1, stage 1, stage 8. You have these bitches here. Nora, who actually becomes a... Let me see if I can just... There we go. Toss that away. Those are Noras. They become actually a boss in Streets of Rage 4. Like a bit of a throwback in that one. But here they're just regular boss, or not boss, but enemy fodder for Mr. X, the leader of the crime syndicate. He is around for 1, 2, and 3. He dies off in 3. Then it's the kids take over in 4. Ooh, careful! Don't want to be too close to the turkey when I pick it up. Boss 1, Antonio. Damn. Okay. Sweet. Pick up the turkey, why not? And there you go. Love the music in this game. Like I said, this game's music, and just in the series in general for Streets of Rage, Oh my God, the music has aged, beautifully. Yuzo Koshiro, I do believe, is the main composer of the first three games, at least. In the fourth game, he was part of it as well, but then, of course, had some help and some backup. And golly, when Streets of Rage 4 came out, I was all over that shit because I do love me some Streets of Rage. Actually, it's probably a movie planning to come out as well with Streets of Rage. So if I ever go to the movie theater to check that out, we'll see. At the time of this recording. At this point, both Sonic movies have already been out. Super Mario Bros. Movie is pending to come out, I think later in the year, I believe in May. By the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be closer to that, to be honest. But come on. From here, get some pepper. That pepper did not do shit. But, yeah, I'm looking forward. Like, I've seen trailers for the Mario movie. I probably may have mentioned this during my Mario Kart 8 DLC course as well, but I am looking forward to that Super Mario Bros. Movie. I don't know if I'll watch it per se because I'm a fan of Sonic and I've yet to see any of the Sonic movies, both Sonic movies, and I know there's a third one coming out in 2024, so I really need to catch up before that one comes out. But yeah, I've yet to see that one. I'm just waiting for the Mario Bros. Movies, and so far so good. This right here, this item that you see down here, it may look a little weird and funky at first, but it's basically supposed to be, this is basically your free guy of the game. Oh crap, I didn't maneuver in time. One more. Cool, I wasn't near that bottle. I was afraid of it. See, there's Adam, Blaze, and Axel, and this is basically a one-up. So we're just going to move it, keep it moving, shaking and baking here, move it on here. Yeah. Oh, fucking A, I hate those guys. Don't worry about the pipe. Toss. Beautiful. If you happen to be tossed by the signals, which is basically the enemies in the green, yellow jackets, if you get tossed in midair, while you're in midair, if you if you press jump and B at the same time while you're in midair, you should land safely. I believe in later games. Time to punch, so that way, you don't have to worry about them because those enemies fucking suck. They juggle, whatever the fuck they juggle, but they hurt. There we go. And you got enemies sometimes that beeline towards you. If they do, get those punches ready because, there we go. Get those punches ready because they're going to fucking do that. There you go. For enemies like these, I just like to time my punches to like some kind of beat or rhythm or something of the sort. And by the way, so it's like, oh boy. Damn it. Pushed the wrong button. I was hoping I would save it for Salder, the boss of this stage. They're giving up, but nope, they're going to be engulfed in flames. That's an entire screen nuke. Streets of Rage 4, not so much. And this is what I was hoping I could save the special for this boss, because this one here, it's a bit of a tricky one. You can go up to him, and he's going to have some enemies that come by, of course. But what you don't want to do, yeah, you see the damage that he did on that one? That's on normal. You don't want to jump, because if you do jump, he does that, and it's invincible. So you don't want to get caught up in that stuff, and chances are he'll probably end up hitting you too. On top of that, your best bet is to go under him or below him or something like that, and then you can just try to bait him that way. One more. Beautiful. Did not lose a life in the process, which is nice. Almost did, though. That boss is nerve-wracking. And guess what? He actually shows up again later with a friend later down the line. Round 2 is clear. Let's go ahead and take care of round 3. I love this stage music. I love the beach setting in this. Kind of reminds me of Miami or something like that. You won't find this shit anywhere in Detroit. That's why I haven't said it looks like Detroit. There's no pine trees in Detroit. So Oh boy. So I'm guessing like it's probably like Miami or something like that. This is supposed to be Oak City. I mean, it does. I don't think it gets mentioned until the third game or Wood Oak. It's not. This is basically Wood Oak City. It's a fictional city. First mentioned in Streets of Rage 3, but only in the Japanese version, not in the American version, because there was a lot changed for the Japanese version here. From the Japanese to the American version for Streets of Rage 3. Matter of fact, for Streets of Rage 3, you can play that game on the hardest difficulty in Japan, and it will still be a lot easier than the hard difficulty in the United States. Streets of Rage 3 does that one thing with video games that I hate, to make them basically a lazy way to make it harder for yourself by basically adding more health, more enemies on screen, and just more health. And Streets of Rage 3, the boss bars are ridiculous in hard mode. I gotta stop doing that. Oh well. 3 stages, 3 fuck-ups with the specials, that's fine. But I'm not gonna get swarmed by a bunch of these enemies at once. Yeah. Love to dance to this beat. Like, I'll just bump to the music while I'm playing this game. I'll dance to it too. I don't give a shit. Come on. I'm not leaving this turkey. Get a little closer in case more enemies come by. Alright. You never know. You never know. I like to play safe sometimes. There we go. Not the boss yet. I can tell when we're at the boss. We're not quite there yet. Ay, ay, ay. Get rid of that. Toss you, and you'll be done with that. Sweet. Come on. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You do have a time limit as well when you come across these sections. You can see the time where it says 59, 49, 48. But if you just happen to, if that timer reaches 0 and you haven't completed a section yet, you basically lose a free guy. And this is where the boss is going to show up. As soon as I defeat these set of enemies here. My health is not looking that great either. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ultimate Warrior. There we go. Knew it. I knew it. I wasn't fast enough. That's fine. Come here. Come here. Bam. There we go. Should you happen to lose a life, you do gain your special back. So I'm just going to end up using it on the Ultimate Warrior here. I think his name is Abadidi. Abadidi. It sounds exactly how it's spelled. You can actually do jumps, and you can do that, and you just bam. Throw it. Well, never mind. Getting our bonuses, and nope, not enough for a free guy yet, but should be relatively soon. And we start off round 4, which we are going to continue in the next one. So until then, do like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have yourselves a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Good night.